We'll start with a mustard R75 size 10. This is a 5XL long, 5 extra long streamer hook. This is a long nymph. We've got ultra thread, fluorescent green, and we'll start this just about there and start working our way back. When I started fly fishing and tying flies, long nymphs were very much the fashion, but for some reason they seem to have gone out of fashion. So we go back to about there. I've got a fine bunch of pheasant tail centre feather. We want a long tail on this, and we just tack that in on top. That's good, and then we can go back up. This is a slender body and a long wing case, thorax, so we just want to go to about there, and we'll trim off that. Now the colour of your thread, as I said, I'm using fluorescent green here, will determine the colour of the body when we put the clear ultra lace on. So we just want to build up a slight taper here on the body. So once we've got that slight taper done, we go up here. Then what we need is some, this is Vineyard's ultra lace tubing. This is the 0.6mm clear. So we take a little length of that and we just tack it in very tightly there, and then we stretch it over the body, keeping your tying thread flat again, and then we go down tie it off right at the tail base, and then we can go back up and taper the body once again. To there. We can take our ultra lace, and now we want to stretch it to start with, and in tight touching turns we go up over the abdomen, and as we approach the thorax we slacken off the stretching. This will give it a more of a taper as well. Now you can see how the colour of your thread determines the colour of the abdomen. Of course this ultra lace comes in many different colours, so you can determine the colour of what you're using. So we come back to there, and then we'll tie off the tubing, go forward just to secure it. Oops. Nice and tight again. There we are. Lock it off. Scissors. And we'll just remove that. And what I do is I take a whip finisher and I'll just put a whip finish in there and remove that thread. Now I'm going over to a sheer 40-0 brown and just attach this, and I go back over the thread and into the abdomen. Remove that. Now we take a short length of black Antron body wool tie this in centrally over the thorax and right in tight to the abdomen. Good. I can trim this off just to get most of it out of the way. And we have a green Antron wool or body yarn. We tie this in to the side of the black, and then we fold it over into the side, the near side of the black. Flap my thread, tie the worst of that down, and we go back up again right into the abdomen, and I've got a creamy ostrich hole. Make sure you tie this in the right way with the fibres pointing rearward, and then we tie this in and go forward, and we'll wrap the thorax. Tight turns again, all the fibres straight out. We'll tie that off there, like so. A few wraps in front. Get rid of that. And we want to go back a wee ways. And what we do, we straighten the fibres in the first one, and the second one, and then in the third one, so we get that nice band. One not playing there we are. I'll tie that down. A couple of turns. Remove that. We go down to the hook eye. Start there and work our way back over the Antron ends. It's looking good. Then what we need is, if you take a piece of a pheasant tail like this and we separate out two leg sections like that and cut these off. It has to be one from each side. So we take the first one, and these legs want to be quite long because they'll shorten when you tie them in. And we'll start that one there. Two or three turns, just make sure it's, yeah, that's good. And we'll take the next one on the other side. Approximately the same length. Tack that one in, as we'll do as nicely, and then I can just secure them. Trim them off. Once again. Start at the hook eye. Work our way back. To whip finish, remove our tying thread. Let's give the head a coat of varnish. And there we are. There's the ultra lace mayfly nymph. If you enjoy the videos, please like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching.